67 Eyewitness News at 6 continues.
This right here was a moment few people would have predicted at all. Jussie Smollett walking out of court, charges against him dropped. We're joined this morning by Andrew Weisberg, criminal defense attorney, as well as a former Cook County prosecutor.
Andrew, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
So you were in the courtroom when this happened. What was the reaction in the room?
Well, my reaction, I was stunned. My jaw literally hit the ground, and I think everybody around me who didn't know this was coming was stunned. It was surprised. I've been doing this 23 years. I'm not stunned often. I was stunned yesterday.
Right. So if prosecutors believe that he did it, that he is not innocent, why would they drop the charges?
Well, it's not that uncommon. I've had many a guilty client on a felony case where they offer these types of pretrial diversions. But normally these pretrial diversions are something you negotiate and the person has to earn over the period of a year. This is unusual that about 2 weeks after the indictment, they brought the case back in, advanced the case to an earlier date, and dismissed it. So the speed at which this happened is what was unusual.
You said that it's not unusual that a result like this may happen, but what kind of cases are we talking about where you would have a kind of result like that?
Typically cases, they may be felony cases like felony retail theft, perhaps even burglary, certain charges, drug cases, but cases like this that are so widespread and so much trouble for the city, that was very surprising.
So this is unusual, you would say?
I would say this case is unusual, yes.
Got it. Look, can you take me behind the scenes a little bit? I'm so curious, what goes on behind closed doors when it comes to making deals like this?
Well, so if I have a client who has a case like this and has a clean record, a nonviolent case, I'll get in touch with the prosecutor and present them with mitigation, character letters, all kinds of things to show them my client's a good person and see if we can work something out like this. And it's not uncommon that I would present that and they may offer me something. But like I said, generally it takes a year to get the case dismissed, not 2 weeks.
Right, and it seems like in this particular case, the mayor, the police superintendent, all those detectives who worked the case, at what point do the prosecutors at least give them a heads up? That clearly didn't happen in this particular situation.
Yeah, that was surprising. It did seem like the mayor and the superintendent were blindsided, and usually they work together very well in charging cases and proving cases. So I was surprised to see that they were out of step, and they seemed to be upset about it. That was unusual, too.
I'll end with this in the last few seconds that we have you ever seen a situation like this?
Not exactly like this. No, like I said, I was surprised that the case was set for April 17th. They advanced the case. They kind of ran into court and dismissed it so quickly. The outcome is not uncommon, but the outcome in this case was very surprising to me.
And in your mind, are there any questions about why this happened?
Well, I've been thinking about this for 24 hours since I heard the result, why this would have happened, and I can't figure out why it happened. There must be a good reason. I just don't know.
Got it.
Right, so interesting.
Many questions. Andrew, appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
6:16, still got a lot more information.